There's a kind of tired that sleep doesn't fix. You know the one. It's the kind where you are sitting 3 feet from your own child and feel almost nothing. Where the sound of their laughter used to light you up and now it just lands. Where you catch yourself rehearsing escape fantasies on the drive home from school pickup. If that sentence made your stomach flip, this episode is for you. Because here is the uncomfortable truth researchers have been spelling out for the last decade. Most parents are not lazy. Most parents are not broken. They are burned out. And parental burnout is not just another word for I'm really stressed. It is a clinical condition with its own fingerprint. Stress is the pressure you feel on a Tuesday when the toddler won't eat and the dog threw up, and you still have not answered that email. Burnout is what happens when that pressure never, ever lets up, until your brain starts to protect itself by going numb. So, what does the science actually say? Separates the two. The researchers who built the field, Isabelle Roskam and Moïra Mikolajczak from the Belgian Parental Burnout Research Group, spent years listening to thousands of mothers and fathers, then boiled parental burnout down to 4 unmistakable symptoms. 1. You are exhausted in your role as a parent in a way that rest does not touch. 2. You feel like a stranger compared to the parent you used to be. 3. You feel fed up, sometimes to the point of wishing you could just disappear from your own family's life. And 4, and this is the one nobody talks about, you start emotionally distancing from your kids. You go through the motions. You pack the lunch, you sign the permission slip, but the warmth is gone. That last symptom is the one that broke me when I first read the research. In the year 2018, Mikolajczak and her team surveyed more than 1,500 Belgian parents and found that burnout, not depression, not job stress, not general parenting stress, was the unique predictor of neglectful and harsh behavior toward children. Parents in burnout were more likely to shut a child out, lash out, or simply fail to show up emotionally. The reason, the authors argued, is brutal and simple. When a burned-out parent's empathy runs dry, the natural protection that keeps kids safe erodes with it. Now here is the part that should make every parent in a Western country pay close attention. Why is this happening? And why now? In the year 2021, Roskam and Mikolajczak led a massive international study, 42 countries, around 17,000 parents, and they found parental burnout on every single continent. Prevalence ranged from about 2% in some places to nearly 10% in others. The biggest predictors were not the kids. They were structural: time pressure, lack of affordable childcare, unequal division of labor at home. And one cultural factor that jumped off the page: individualism. The belief that you, and only you, are responsible for your child's outcomes. That belief has a name in psychology: socially prescribed perfectionism. A research team led by Matilda Sorkila and Kaisa Anola in Finland showed in the year 2020 that parents who feel others expect them to be perfect are dramatically more likely to burn out even after you control for their own perfectionism and their child's behavior. In other words, it is not the Pinterest-worthy birthday party that breaks you. It is the silent terror that a teacher, a neighbor, or 1,000 strangers on Instagram might quietly judge you for not throwing one. So what is the fix? And I want to be honest here, because I think a lot of parenting content lies to you. There is no bubble bath that resets a burned out nervous system. There is no gratitude journal that returns your empathy on demand. What the evidence does point to is unglamorous. Lower the bar. Outsource what you can. Share the mental load out loud. With words, with your partner, with your doctor. Treat the symptoms like symptoms, not like a personal failing. And notice the moment you start rehearsing escape, because that thought is data. It is your brain telling you that the resources have run out and the demands have not. The most important thing I want you to walk away with is this: if you feel detached from your child, you are not a monster. You are a signal, and the signal deserves attention, not shame. Because the research is also clear on one hopeful thing: parental burnout is not a life sentence. Parents recover when their demands drop, when their support rises, and when they let themselves be imperfect on purpose. If this landed, Subscribe to the channel and tap that like button. It genuinely helps more burned out parents find their way here. Drop a comment with one tiny demand you could let go of this week, and share this with a parent who needs to hear that they are not alone. See you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Parenting 001 for practical parenting tips every week.